I was never in the closet, girl. I came out the vagine and the doctor was like, it's a they, them. Aloha, everybody. It is I, Bretman Rock, but you already knew that. This is Becoming Bretman Rock. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, trigger warning already. I'm giving myself the trigger warning. Okay, Bretman, be prepared for what you're about to see. This is my very first viral Vine video. I really don't know why this went viral. It is so long ago, 2014. I believe I was dancing to I'm So Fancy by Iggy Azalea at the moment. And I just have like a cute little like, you know, fake Versace scarf. If I could tell Bretman to that Bretman, I would tell him, bitch, that Versace scarf is gonna be real one day, bitch. But it was me basically hiding like a Versace scarf on top of my forehead and I pulled it down where she says, I'm so fancy. Being so young and on social media was definitely a double-ended sword. I think in a way I kind of got a little bit of a head start than most influencers now. But at the same time, because I was so young and I was also, you know, living in an island, a population of 4 freaking people, it was hard for me to feel the sense of like people were actually watching me. And I think that's why I was very ignorant in the beginning parts of my career, especially when I was younger. I didn't know much about the world. And also a first-generation immigrant, I still learning English, and I remember like posting it, and I remember the next morning I had woken up. Bitch, back in the day, 1K likes was like, I really thought I was famous. I really thought I was like an island celebrity, and I woke up to, I think it was like 10K likes, and it had like so many reshares, and I remembered walking to school that day, and I just remembered asking everyone, my whole entire school, if they saw my video. No one did. No one did. Not one single bitch. But bitch, I went to school that day feeling like everybody knew me. Aw, I love that Bretman. That's Bretman Pebble right there. That's my bitch. He wasn't a rock yet. He was just a pebble. 25th, oh God.
My face so much, it hurts.
The makeup. The makeup. I look scary, girl. Who told me that I could wear... I literally popped on blue contact lenses and said, I'ma do red eyeshadow. Girl, I look demonic. I literally look demonic. Oh, I think I remember titling this video Pink Glam Makeup Tutorial or something along the lines. It's definitely not giving pink. This is so cringy. I think I love looking back at like makeup trends, actually, because there's no way I would walk around with my eyebrows looking like that now. My nose literally looks like a penis. I feel like I always just laugh about how our makeup techniques changes even just like in a year. But that look is giving definitely 2015 IG makeup for sure. With the tapestry in the back, you cannot get more 2015 than that. I think at the time when I came on, it was a lot of Asian women that was in my beauty industry at the time. Before I started beauty, I saw Patrick Starr, and you know, that's like my Filipino auntie, and she taught me so many things. She owes me so much money because of the makeup she made me buy. I really just was like, damn, all these Asian girls are doing it, and I'm beautiful as well. But I didn't think at the time that I was like, I'm so different. I'm so much more entertaining than y'all. Not at all. I was just truly inspired by them. Next, okay. This is 2018 Forbes 30 under 30 in Asia. This was such a big deal to me. I still remembered when I got the news. I saw it on Twitter and I was just like, not gonna lie, I did not know what Forbes under 30 under 30 was at the moment. I didn't even know it was a big deal. So it wasn't until my cousins came up to me and was like, bitch, do you realize that is such a big accomplishment? But like, literally at 2018, I was like 20 and like, I don't know what anything was. My cousins were freaking out and that's when I kind of realized like, oh my God, this is actually a big deal. There was like 2 or 3 Filipinos on the list. My mom saw it on the news back home because we have the Filipino channel. That's all she watches. And she watches the news back home. And I was on the news. That was the first time my mom kind of had a glimpse of or understood what Bretman Rock was doing, because up until 2018, she thought I was selling drugs online. It's my fault because I never really explained to her like what I do. Cause I don't know why, but she thought like when people would ask me for pictures, she thought that they were just my friends, and I'm like, yeah, mom. And then one time we were at the mall and there was like groups of kids like taking pictures with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's literally gonna get it now. She goes, wow, you have a lot of friends. I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. Yeah, I do. I'm just, Mr. Aloha. Honestly, though, this list was a double-ended sword because, girl, my Filipino-ass family, they really was like, bitch, you rich now. Everybody was asking me for money. So if anything, Forbes, shut up. You don't gotta tell everybody how much I make. Just put me on the list. Because now my family thinks I'm a millionaire, which I am. I'm not. Next question, please. 2018 again, my Morphe Babe in Paradise collaboration. I was in high school when I was still doing the formulations for this. I used to bring lab samples in school and test them out to all my girlfriends, and they were like my guinea pigs. And obviously, island girls come in all shapes and sizes and color, and so who else was gonna test it out besides my friends? After school, I'd kind of like return pictures of my friends and their skin, how they reacted to it. I'd be like, girl, this one was too oily, this one was too dry, this one was chalky, ashy as don't ever send this shit to me again. And then it came out right after I graduated. I'm surprised people still have it. I get tweets about it every day. People were like, bitch, I just hit pan 5 years later, bitch. Where's the, like, they're asking me to bring it back. And I'm like, girl, ask Morphe. This was when everybody was using highlighter on everything. And if you Google Bretman Rock license, you will know why I stopped using highlighter. Bitch, because on my driver's license I put so much it was actually this product right here. And girl, my driver's license was just like 2 shiny cheeks, the eyeballs, and teeth. Because it literally messed up with the flash of the camera. So that's a tip for y'all. Maybe skip the highlighter when you're doing your ID pictures. I think it was very important that I did my first collab with Morphe. I just loved how much they supported not only me, but like so many queer people that were doing makeup at the time. It was very important to me because they supported the dolls and the girls and the gays. All right, next moment in my career is 2021, my MTV's following Bretman Rock Season 1. What I'm most proud of with this work was, one, bitch, I'm putting 4 brown people in MTV with a reality show, queer as hell. So many people that worked on the show were island people. I was very adamant about how many island people I wanted to work, Kanakas included. Kanaka is Native Hawaiians. And I think when the show came out, I think that's when I realized it was not even about me. It was about immigrant kids who literally had a dream, and he followed through, and he grew up in a family that he didn't have to come out to, and just like supported him and lifted him up. That's who it's for. MTV Movie and TV Awards Breakthrough Social Star. What can I say? I'm gonna act surprised? No, bitch. I would like to thank everyone that watched me grow up on the internet. I knew I was gonna win that Breakthrough Social Star Awards because they told me. They told me prior. And I had to act surprised. I literally was like, oh, I won? You think I was gonna have an outfit change and lose? I remember just being so intimidated at this movie awards. I was sitting next to Miss Reality Star Christine Quinn. She was asking me all these questions and I'm like, girl, I'm literally freaking out. I was just watching Selling Sunset. What the f-? And just the fact that I was just, in front of like reality stars winning, I felt real great. So this is my formal living room. I feel like it represents a lot of like Bretman Rock. 2021 again, my Architectural Digest open door. This was a big deal to me because I don't think I've ever watched an Architectural Digest tour that was based in an island home, and I felt like I was like, oh my god, I'm the first one coming into Hawaii. In here, I'm wearing like traditional Filipino wear, and I just look like a badass, rich-ass, Filipino-ass bitch. And I just look like a Filipino goddess, to be honest with you. And like just taking you around this mansion that I bought with my own money. I got to show my house full of like little trinkets that I collected throughout the years. I love supporting Asian designers. I also have so many local Hawaiian designers in there. And like all of my art wall that I have, that I found at like swap meets when I was like a kid, and like some that I found when I was, I had more money in me. I was ready for the comments to be like, what is this house? This is a mess, what the f? But all the comments were so nice. I think people genuinely got the vibes. They were like, wow, this is the first Architectural Digest that I saw where it actually feels like a home and not like a set. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, because I actually live here. Shout out to my ex for breaking up with me. Cute. And I'm saying that because if he did not break up with me, I would not have found this mansion, girl. And also shout out to my HOA for kicking me out and bullying me out of my neighborhood, girl. If y'all did not do that, I would not have moved into this mansion. So thank you, bitch. Honestly, it's not that I stopped wearing makeup. It's the fact that I stopped doing makeup content. And it's because I don't want to be tied with the beauty community anymore. I'm not a beauty guru. Girl, now this video. The girls were not happy with this video. Ultimately, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. White people ruin the beauty community, and I'ma go. When I first started the beauty industry, I fell in love with the creators, and it made me wanna do what I wanted to do, which was literally just share makeup and share my confidence with the world, share people how to grow their eyebrows back, share people how to contour, share to people my new favorite foundation, you know? And I don't know why it got lost in translation when, you know, non-colored individuals were coming in and it just became a money industry and like, it just became an ick to me. Like, when did beauty become so ugly? That part. And so, yeah, I was like, it's no longer a beauty industry, beauty community. And I use the word community very loosely, like my whole. Bitch, it was like, how are y'all do not even know how to apologize? It's as simple as addressing what you did, saying sorry, and never doing it again. But you bitches are gonna cry, make up excuses, not say sorry, and still do the shit you say. The beauty industry became the sorry industry. And bitch, I'm sorry. No, hell nah. Skipping over to 2023, we have You're That Bitch and other cute lessons about being unapologetically yourself by yours truly. This is my book right here in the flesh. I was always offered to write a book from my team. They were always asking me to write a book, but I was always like, girl, I have nothing to write about. I'm 24. What have I gone through that is more traumatizing than the next person? But I think when my dad passed, I started to kind of like spiral into like how I dealt with so many things, because when my dad died, my brother and my sister were like, girl, why aren't you crying? People need to know how I deal with things, because I think my friends and even my siblings, I don't want to say look up to me, but like you guys are asking, then I think a lot of people are probably wondering how the hell Bretman Rock juggles the world. I think there's a lot of sides of Bretman Rock that they're going to meet for the first time when reading this book. I feel like I never really get to talk about the business savviness of Bretman Rock and talk about like how I'm actually pretty good with money. Something that I never shared with the world is that I always kept for Bretman Rock is my heart and my love life, and I always try to shut up about my love life, and I don't talk about it much. So I think I can't wait for them to meet like Bretman Rock as a lover and see how I am. Spoiler alert, chaotic. You know, at the end of the day, I know the whole entire book is about me, but I think it's not titled I'm That Bitch for a reason, and I think I want people to see themselves in the book and see their life issues and like things that they went through and some of the things that I went through, whether it was my parents getting divorced, my first breakup, and that hexing me, and just, you know, figuring out the world as a young adult. I would want them to know that you're that bitch. Period. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Becoming Bretman Rock. Yeah. Buy this shit. February 14. Buy this shit.